Wonderful, right? Amazing. What an amazing 3 days, 4 days you have in store for you. I might ask you though, you know you're going to get a lot of intense information, right? You know that. So who in the room could use a little bit more brain power right about now? Anybody? Heads up, it's coming at you. All right, how about over here? All right, over here. One here. Oops, I got to get this side. Woo! All right. Now that I have, those are nice little brain stress balls. And for those of you who caught them, you can honestly say you have more brains than anybody else in the room. Okay. So now that I have your brain's attention, I want to talk about and ask you to join me in my imagination box. I want you to think about what would your day feel like if you could go through it with amazing focus and clarity. What could you get done in your business? Right? Whoa. What would happen? How many projects would you be able to complete if you were able to get rid of all distraction and stop procrastinating? A lot, right? How would you feel at the end of the day if you were able to have gone through it managing all those squirrels, right? Controlling all of those wild thoughts, ending the day with amazing deep sleep, waking up the next morning refreshed, right? Feeling great and positive and plenty of energy without having to have 5 cups of coffee, let me just say. Well, let me tell you, each and every one of you have an amazing secret weapon that will take you wherever you want to go and help you to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. Would you like to know what that secret weapon is? Right? Okay, well, you might have already guessed it. It's your brain. See, each of us have this amazing, amazing thing. And yet, in my 20 plus years of doing this, I have found that most people do not tap into its potential. Why is that? Well, there's 3 main reasons that I have noticed that's very prevalent. One is people simply don't understand the power that the brain has, the power and the potential of the mind-brain connection, right? They also, number 2, is that they limit that potential with their own thinking, right? You see, the brain believes every single thing that you are telling it, and it acts accordingly. It takes it on, and its actions are based on what you're thinking, even if your thinking is a lie. Very important to remember. The third reason is, quite frankly, people don't take control of their brain, and therefore their brain controls them. Here's what I mean by that. In our subregions of our brain, we have a lot of automated systems, right? They just run on programs. They manage your heart rate, they manage your blood pressure, they manage your digestive system, right? This is all in kind of those subregions. You have your thinking portion, your emotion portion, and your action portion. And they're all very important. You don't want to have to think about all those details. However, a very important piece of the brain is housed in the limbic system. This is the emotion center, and this is the amygdala. Now, the amygdala has a very important job. It processes emotions, positive and negative, and then it acts accordingly. Now, its job is to protect the body, to protect you as an individual. And it does an amazing job. It's very good at it. And it will do it whether or not it's the right thing to do. It will just do it based on its programming, right? It will process and do it based on its programming. So if it perceives that something you're about to do is going to take a lot of energy, and quite frankly, you don't have enough energy, or based on its programming, what you're about to do could be dangerous to it or a threat to you, it's going to distract you. It's going to procrastinate you from doing it. It's going to push you away from that activity. But it's based on the programming that has started right after you were conceived, technically, even before that, based on your DNA. So the key is, how do you control it? Right? How do you take control of your brain so that it is not controlling you and get it to support you instead of sabotage you? Well, I'm going to teach you really quick the one best thing. Do you want to know the one word that's going to change it? Tell me yes. You want to hear it? Yes. All right. It's called think. That's right, think. Literally engage the top portion of your brain. See, the limbic system works 80,000 times faster than the thinking portion. So it's automated and it kicks into gear before you even realize it. It also does not know the difference between real and perceived threat. So you have to program it. You have to tell it. The best way to do this, the one thing that I teach all of my clients, is mindfulness. So here's what I want you to do. We're going to run through a Reader's Digest version of it now so that you can use it today, tonight, and as you go through this conference, because it will also help you to retain the memory of very important points you want to retain. So here's what you do. First thing in the morning, you're going to bookend your day. You're going to start off with 10 minutes of this. You're going to, before you touch technology, you're going to find a quiet spot. You're going to do 4 of the breaths that I'm going to teach you now. So follow me in these breaths. 4 breaths in, 2, hold for 2, 4 breaths out. The key is on your exhale, you want to keep your mouth shut. This is not a relaxation breath. This is an activate the prefrontal cortex. So do it with me in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. After you've done this 4 times, you're going to do a body check. You're going to start with your toes. You're going to run all the way up to your head. You're going to take several minutes to do this. You're going to feel everything. How does my ankles feel? How do my knees feel? How does my gut feel? Feel your heartbeat. Right? You're going to walk out to the end of your fingers. You're going to do this 4 times forward and 4 times backwards. Right? Now, once you've done this, what you have done is, after this, missed a step. After this, you're going to look at everything in your visual field. You're going to notice every single detail. You're going to listen for every single thing you hear. You're going to notice the feeling of the temperature in the room. This is really important. What you have done now is you have become 100% present. And once you are 100% present, your brain is primed for programming. So here's where you set your top 3 or 4 intentions for the day. I always tell people your business intention, your self-care intention, because that's incredibly important, especially as women, your relationship intention, and your spiritual intention, if you want to put that in there. Don't give it more than the main basic attention. All of the details you did last night, right? You wrote all those down, so don't worry about the details. This is your overall intention for the day. Now, as you go throughout the day, if you ever find yourself off track, if you ever find yourself out of focus, you repeat that breath twice, you recall your intentions, and your brain's going to go, oh, okay, this is my programming for today. Let's go do it, right? Now, you can do this as you go throughout this conference. If there are particular points you want to remember, you're like, oh, that was really good. You stop. You do your breath. So I want to see a lot of you doing this through the conference, right? Stop. You do your breath. You go, brain, remember this point. Repeat the point. Your brain's going to remember it. Then you're going to bookend the day on the other end. And at night, you're going to take another 10 minutes. You're going to repeat that whole process, your 4 breaths, do your body check, do your atmosphere check, right? And then you're going to do your 3 top gratitudes. And I want one of those things to be something proud that you are about you. Proud about you are about what you accomplished that day. This is incredibly important. Again, first thing in the morning, last thing at night is when your brain is in its most impressionable state. When it slips into those brain waves, it's the most impressionable for programming. So ladies, if you do this, and tonight, I want you sitting in your hotel room going, okay, do your check. What are the things I want to remember from the day? What am I proudest of about me? When you do this, ladies, your brain will jump to the job. It will do it beautifully. It will support you in everything you want to do. It will take you anywhere you want to go. Imagine the possibilities. So ladies and gentlemen, take control of your brain. Ask it to support you, and it will. Make the best use of your secret weapon, your own individual brain.